In today's video, we're going to be diving into some more Where Winds Meet, and I'm going to be going over an inner way that everybody should know about because it is currently the best one in the game that works in pretty much every single build you can think of. If you're trying to get hold of one of, if not the very best inner way that is used in almost over 96% of builds currently, then you're going to want to grab hold of the morale chant and make sure you pick it up as early as possible. In order to get hold of this, you're going to want to head off from our first area, so our first map you're in, make it all the way over to this fast travel for the blissful retreat, and then you're going to want to find a very first merchant that you can see just past the actual entrance here. You can do this very early on if you've got the Echo Jade for it, so try and save that up as much as possible, or you can come back and do it later if you want to head to Kaifeng first. This merchant, Tang Bao, has a whole bunch of stuff that you'll want to probably grab hold of, things like tuning stones and that. But before that, I'd highly recommend trying to grab hold of 10 pages of this, the morale chant, which is just an absolutely essential boost to whatever you're doing in your build. The great thing about this, as soon as you can get hold of them, if you get 10 in a row, you'll also get a Well of Heaven letter if you wanted to try and go for that, or you can do them individually if you wanted to buy a few at a time. But once you have got them, you'll then be able to unlock the morale chant. So head over to your development, go to your inner ways, and then have a little look at the one that's got the horse symbol on it, and this is going to be your morale chant ready for you to unlock. The great thing about this inner way is that it's such a great attacking buff, and it works on pretty much everything. I say attacking, but it also works on your healing, so it works for every single build. At its base value, you're going to be trying to stack Yi River, which means whenever you're hitting enemies, you've got a chance of getting the attack buff or healing buff, obviously depending on what your build is about, which can stack up to 5 times and can be applied every 2 seconds. However, what you want to do is, if possible, is try to get some more pages and enhance this, grab yourself some breakthroughs, because when you start leveling this up on its tiers, it becomes extremely powerful. For the second tier, it's going to have an increased physical attack depending on your solo level. For the third one, whenever your target is controlled, which can be done in a whole bunch of ways, it's going to double your Yi River's effects, as well as allowing you to get 2 stacks per time. For tier 4, it's going to apply much more often, as well as allowing you to have 12 seconds uptime on it, which is absolutely massive. And for its 5th one, always a surefire hit, is going to increase your direct critical rate. And last but definitely not least, the pinnacle one at tier 6 means that whenever you're at max stacks for your Yi River, it's now going to additionally attack or heal an extra time or twice if you manage to have the enemy under control. Absolutely amazing. This tier 6 one really does start to bring out the pure power of it. And ultimately, this is in a way that everyone should know about from beginner all the way to endgame, because it's one that at the moment stands out above the rest in pretty much being essential in almost every build. Really good for helping you get an extra bit of damage or healing, whatever you're going for. Of course, if you do need those extra pages, there's a few ways that you should go about this. The first and probably the best way would be to make sure that each week go over to your seasonal shop, head over to your inner way notes and buy as many chests as you possibly can. So make sure you're getting yourself a whole bunch of jade fish. Then another way, a really nice and easy way, is you'll be able to actually grab hold of a few from another vendor. Unfortunately, I can't show you because I hadn't made my way over to Kaifeng yet in this, but just over there in the tan, you'll be able to get a few extra notes off of one of the vendors there as soon as you have unlocked it. And then last, another nice and easy way is to make sure you're doing your bosses over on your wandering paths and challenges, so that you have a chance to grab a few more of these whenever you're completing them. All of these will help you to get a whole bunch of your notes and really start to power your morale chant up. And like I said, it's one that a lot of people should aim for as a kind of first staple in their build to help start to gel things together. Yeah, as always, there's going to be a whole bunch more content away from me. Hopefully this helped a few of you guys and girls out. As always, 4 Things Gaming, take care. I'll see you on the next day.